Hi, this is Emmerstine E, as my friends call me, from divorcecoachforyou.com. I'm a divorce coach for women aged 50 and older, or what I term the seasoned woman. I'm going to talk to you today about focusing on you during the divorce process. Now, divorce can be one of the most stressful times in a person's life. Now, this is aside from the death of a loved one. It is one of the most significant losses in a person's life. It can be particularly stressful if you weren't the one who chose the divorce. During this trying period, try to focus on taking care of yourself, both mentally and physically. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Weed out negative people who only seem to be happy when things are going bad or may appear to be jealous when things are going good. Ladies, celebrate being single. God may have put you here for a reason. If your church has a divorce recovery group, by all means, join it. Most churches now have this type of meeting online because of the current pandemic. I took a walking. This gave me time to think about my life in terms of where it was and where I wanted it to go. In other words, I wanted to figure out how to bridge a gap between where I was and where I wanted to be. Now, this was ironic because I once had a business called Bridging the Gap, where I helped people to reach their goals. Now I had to do the same thing for myself. I walked in the mall where I met a lot of friends and spent a lot of money, but that's another story. I also walked in an outside track where I met a lot of friends too. I even hired a personal trainer. I ended up losing 40 pounds and feeling really great. I cut pork from my diet and I rarely ate beef. I also stopped frying any of my food. Try to stay in touch with friends and family also. Now, this may be difficult during the current pandemic, but FaceTime and Zoom are good ways to remotely connect with others visually. Take up a hobby that you never had time for before. Take an online cloak course at a college or university just for the fun of it. Avoid the urge to indulge in self-destructive behavior such as drugs, alcohol, overeating, or unhealthy relationships. And you know what I mean by unhealthy relationships. And this is one of the most self-destructive behaviors that people engage in. I can't stress enough the importance of not getting involved in romantic relationships before you are emotionally ready. Now, men tend to sense when you are wounded and will try to take advantage of the situation, like a lion coming in for the kill. I think this is the thing that made me the most irritated with my ex. I felt like he had left me unprotected in a den of wolves. Ladies, also be mindful of the married men. They comprised about 75% of the guys who initially approached me. They were guys who had been married for a number of years but had no intention of leaving their wives. They were just looking for a single woman on the side who had her own place to live. There was a rush to get to me first. They knew I was vulnerable and no longer had my ex as a buffer. My ex was almost 6'2" and weighed 250 pounds, so I felt well protected while I was married to him. I was watching the Wendy Williams show one day and saw her bodyguard named James. James looked so big and strong. I remember thinking to myself, I need James to be my protector and guard my body. I saw him in person when I attended the Wendy Williams show in 2019. Ladies, he looked even better in person. After my separation, everybody wanted to stop by and see my new place. It's now 2 years later, and they are still trying. Men don't give up. The right person will come along one day when the time is right. In the meantime, my focus now is on helping other women aged 50 and older emotionally heal during the divorce process and repair their lives so that they are even better once they can come out on the other side. Again, this is E from divorcecoachforyou.com, the divorce coach for the seasoned woman. See you next time. Bye.